Let's play two today here at McKeon Park. It's the 2017-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 7-30-1 Hyannis Harbor Hawks on a gorgeous Sunday afternoon here in Hyannis, Massachusetts. Gabe, Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah, Karp. Addison Van Patten will join us as well, as these two teams not only will play a doubleheader today, but they played last night, so 3 straight games between the Gatemen, third place in the West right now, and Hyannis already eliminated from the playoffs at the basement of the Western Division. Let's recap last night before we get into, this first game, and of course we'll play 2 here today, but a 9-1 victory for the Gatemen last night over the Harbor Hawks at Spillane Field. It's about time the Bats came alive.
Well, when you're struggling on offense like the Gatemen have been really over the course of the entire week, it helps when you get to play a team with an ERA of about 7, and that's exactly what the Hyannis Harbor Hawks were dealing with yesterday, and they have been dealing with pitching struggles all season long. Big reason why they're sitting at 7 wins right now and are bidding for the worst record in regular season history, and they actually would be setting their own record, or tying their own record, which they set 14 years ago back in 2005 with only 7 wins in that season. Hyannis has just been struggling all season, and last night was no different.
9 runs, 10 hits for Wareham. All the damage came in the middle innings for the Gatemen. A run in the third, 4 runs in the fourth and the fifth.
Those innings felt like it took forever. The first 3 innings flew by. I mean, the first 3 innings as a total were about 30, 35 minutes or so, and then between the 4th and the 5th inning, it was an hour and 15 minutes. And that's not an exaggeration. It was painfully slow between those 2 innings, and that was because every single player got on board. Every single player got on base for the Wareham Gatemen. They batted around in 2 consecutive innings. I mean, that just doesn't happen too often.
I mean, you say painfully slow, but at least for the Gatemen, it was a 4 spot in each inning. 2 fantastic innings for Wareham, maybe the best back-to-back inning stretch we've seen all season.
Well, it was much needed for a team that has been struggling all season. Well, not all season, but as of late, this team has been struggling at the plate, and when you put up 9 runs and 10 hits, that's an encouraging sign. But we expected the Bats to come alive eventually, and sooner rather than later, because this has been the strong suit of this Wareham Gatemen team. If the Bats are what they were in the beginning of the season and the beginning of the month of July, they're going to go far in the playoffs. The Bats were never a concern. The fact that they have been a concern is something that was unexpected, but something that probably won't last too long.
Everybody reached base safely for Wareham last night. Everybody but Jacob Teeter had a hit. 8 of 9 Gatemen had a hit. 8 of 9 starters, I should say. A couple substitutions came in late in that ball game. Again, 9 runs on 10 hits for Wareham. And we talk about the Bats, but just 1 run on 7 hits for the Harbor Hawks. The 2 Missouri Tigers, Ian Bedell, Trey Dillard, were fantastic for Wareham on the mound.
You expect nothing less when Ian Bedell makes a start for the Wareham Gatemen, that he's going to be exceptional. And, yesterday he went 5 innings, gave up 4 hits, no earned runs, 8 strikeouts, one of the best, and no walks to go along with that. One of the best performances we've seen from any pitcher to take the mound this season for the Wareham Gatemen. But, you could legitimately make the argument it wasn't even the best start of the season for Ian Bedell. He had to top a 6-inning performance when he was at Chatham a few weeks ago, and he struck out 8 in that game and only allowed 1 hit. I mean, Ian Bedell has been marvelous all season, and it's why he started the All-Star game.
He started the All-Star game. He's now up to 30 2/3 innings pitched this summer with just 2 earned runs allowed. He now once again qualifies for the league lead, so he leads the entire CCBL in ERA with a 0.58 ERA. He gets the win, improves to 4-0. Dillard was fantastic. Michael Webb allowed a couple of hits in the 9th, but then didn't give up a run, was able to shut the door in the 9th inning. 1 run on just 7 hits for the Harbor Hawks, 9 runs on 10 hits for the Gatemen last night, and Wareham improved to 2017 and 1. They stay in 3rd place in the Western Division. Katuitt still just 1 point up on the Gatemen in the West, and that's part of the reason this doubleheader is so big, because the Kettleers come to Spillane Field tomorrow.
Well, yeah, you couple that with the fact that you don't play any more extra innings, so the likelihood that teams are going to start tying more and more late in the season and only picking up 1 point instead of 2 points. This is a big stretch for the Wareham Gatemen, and good teams feast on bad teams, and the Hyannis Harborhawks, for lack of a better word, are a bad team this season. So this is a very important stretch for the Wareham Gatemen.
Wareham has done their job thus far. 4-0 against the Harborhawks this year. These are the final 2 games today between these two teams. The Gatemen will try to close the season series 5-6. And, okay, we're going to take a short break. Javik and Ryan, actually, we're going to have Addison Van Patten's pregame interview when we come back after the break. We'll be right back on GBN.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
Back here on GBN Pregame Show, Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. Addison Van Patten caught up with Adrian Del Castillo before today's game.
Thanks, guys. Addison Van Patten here with Adrian Del Castillo. No, Adrian, team batting average is 279 right now. That's the highest in the league, but it's been 203 in the past 4 days. Not working so great for us, but what is going to work today?
Just putting the ball in play. I mean, yesterday I don't know how many hits we had, but we had a pretty good offensive pretty much. I don't know. We just got to keep hitting like we did yesterday, and Hyannis they don't really have good pitching, so we just need to keep hitting.
Speaking of Hyannis, doubleheader today, but we also saw them last night at home. This Hyannis series, is it coming at perfect time for us to be reworking our offense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've always had good numbers against Hyannis, and we just got to keep putting the ball in play and doing our thing.
Pitching substitution came in yesterday right before your at bat, and you immediately hit a single off that guy. What has it been like working against this Hyannis pitching?
It hasn't been, like I said, putting the ball in play, trying to not strike out. I know I've been striking out a lot, and I just wanted to put the ball in play in that situation and get the offense going. That's it.
Now, today, we're going to be seeing Hyannis. You're going to be DHing in the first game, catching in the second, flip-flopping with Beaver. Is that something that you're adjusted to, and what is that rotation like?
No, I mean, Beaver and I have been catching pretty much one game each. And today, the doubleheader, so I got to catch 2 games in a row, or 2 days in a row. So, I mean, I'm a little sore, but I think it should be fine,
And then what is one thing you're going to work on in this final stretch before playoffs?
Well, definitely win. I don't really need to work on anything but just getting my team to win and then go to the playoffs on a good note.
Awesome. Well, thank you for chatting with me. Back to you guys.
That was Addison Van Patten catching up with Adrian Del Castillo. Del reached base 3 times last night, a couple of walks and a hit. And just like we've been talking about, yesterday and in this pregame show, Wareham just playing Hyannis at the right time. After kind of a struggle over the past 5, 6, 7 games, Wareham explodes finally, 9 runs last night, and hopefully they can do the same here today.
When the team struggles, a lot of times your key player struggles, and Adrian Del Castillo, who's been batting cleanup virtually all season for this team, has been batting just $1.72 over his last 9 games, just $1.67 over his last 5, and that includes going 1 for 3 last night. So he's somebody who maybe will turn the tide after yesterday's performance, but somebody who needs another big day and another explosive performance at the plate.
We're going to take another break. Javik and Ryan will take you around the Cape when we come back in the GBN Pregame Show.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Welcome back inside the Gatemen Pregame Show here on GBN from McKeon Park in Hyannis, Massachusetts. David Blake alongside Ryan LeMay getting set to take you around the Cape and recap what was really a big day across Cape Cod yesterday as far as playoff seeding is. Teams getting huge win streaks, really creating gaps with their division leads, and really a big day overall for the playoff picture.
Yeah, this is a very crucial point of the season for many teams in the Cape right now, and the story of last night was a lot of offense, a lot of runs scored. So let's jump right into these great games that happened last night.
And a whole lot of offense. Well, a few doubleheaders, so we'll go through them first. Recap this game in the pregame show yesterday, completed before the Gatemen took on Hyannis. Last night, Orleans beat Brewster 4-3. Isaac Escada got the win, Kurt Wilson got the loss, and Chase Wallace got the save. But in Game 2, the Brewster Whitecaps, they're now only 2 points back of a playoff spot in the Eastern Division. They beat Orleans 7-3. Peyton Alford got the win to improve to 1-1 on the year, and Justin Showalter got the loss for Orleans.
Yeah, Brewster is playing well at the right time. This is a very big stretch for them. They have a chance to get in the playoff spot. Harwich, they're right behind them, so they have a chance here. And one of the key performers from last night was Jesse Franklin. He was 2 for 3. He had 3 RBIs. And as for Orleans, they did have a little bit of offense, but once again, the offense was struggling. Only Jacob Hurtubise had a good game. He was 2 for 3 with a double. He had a triple as well, an RBI, a walk. So, he was good, but Orleans' offense, we've talked about it a lot. They have not been that great this season.
But if you want to talk about an offense and a team that is doing great, it's the Falmouth Commodores. They swept the Bourne Braves yesterday in a doubleheader. They won Game 1 4-2. Chris Gonzalez got the win. J.P. Woodward with the loss for the Braves, and Austin Langworthy with the save. But in Game 2, it was a 6-4 final. Bryant Brown got the win. Nick Troglik-Iverson got the loss, and Adam Maldonado picked up his second save of the season as Falmouth won their 11th straight game, the longest since 1967 when the Commodores started the season 11-0.
Yeah, the second game of the doubleheader wasn't their best game. They allowed 10 men to be stranded on base, and that's more a credit to Falmouth's pitching, bending them not breaking, and Bourne's offense not coming through. But you getting wins in any fashion is what a championship team is all made of. So I want to mention a couple players here. Steven Moretto was 1 for 2 with a home run. He has 3 home runs in the season now. He's been fantastic of late. Falmouth, you mentioned it, they're on an 11-game win streak now, the longest since 1967 when they started the season 11-0. This is the 6th longest win streak in the modern era of the CCBL. And in Falmouth, they have a 1.20 team ERA over those win streaks, so everything's clicking for them right now.
And the Commodores hoping to win a championship for the first time in 39 seasons. Last time they won was 1980, hoping to turn it around and bring the Cape League trophy back to Falmouth, Massachusetts. YD played Harwich yesterday, and YD really exploded in the second half of that one, a 13-7 final. Nolan McCarthy got his first win of the season. Carson Seymour fell to 0-3 for Harwich, and Gordon Ingridson got his first save as well.
Yeah, I mentioned yesterday, YD really needs a victory because they have all the talent in the world to make a good run in the playoffs, but they just haven't got the results lately. But now they snapped that losing streak, and Austin Wells was phenomenal. He was 4 for 4, had 2 doubles, he had an RBI, he was walked as well. And Riley King, he was 4 for 5 with a double and 2 runs of his own. So, YD has those star players that really make a difference for this team.
And it's all about consistency. If YD can be consistent, they're pretty much a shoo-in for the Eastern Division Finals, and they're going up against Chatham. And the way those two teams have played all season long, that would be one heck of a series.
That would be a fantastic series. I would love to watch that.
And Austin Wells and Riley King in the MVP conversation as well. Cotuit and Chatham played last night. And Katuitt, well, they're rolling in their last 2 games. They beat Chatham 10-3. Bo Hofstra got his 4th win of the season to improve to 4-1, and Daniel Fetterman got the loss to fall to 1-3. But again, Nick Gonzalez and Arajanu, the 2 stars for Katuitt.
Of course, I predicted yesterday that Chatham would go out and beat Katuitt, but here I am, probably like 0 for 100 in my prediction so far this season. Katuitt went out 10-3, dominant victory. Nick Gonzalez, as you mentioned, he was 3 for 5, had a triple, 4 RBIs. He's now 5 for 9 in his last 2 games. He's been fantastic. And as for Rajanu, we saw his power displayed in that game against the Gatemen when he launched a home run deep in the right field. And once again, he was great for them. He was 4 for 5. So Katuitt, the bats are coming alive right now.
And Arajanu's swing, very much reminiscent of someone like Vlad Guerrero Jr. As soon as they hit the ball and they make solid contact,
know right away.
That home run, you knew as soon as off the bat that was gone.
Yeah.
Rocketed it out to right center, and it cleared the fence by a good 30 feet.
Yeah, that was amazing to watch. And I mean, he is a special player. His swing, he strikes out a lot, but when he gets contact on that ball, it's leaving the ballpark.
And as we look towards today across the CCBL, it'll be YD and Katuitt. That game starts at 5 o'clock in Lowell Park. No pitchers announced for either team. YD second in the East, Katuitt second in the West.
Yeah, this is a huge game for Katuitt. I mean, YD's kind of fallen out of that race for the first place in the Eastern Division because Chatham's pulled so far ahead. But as for Katuitt, they have a chance to make some ground, maybe putting a late push on Falmouth, and this is a big game for both of these teams.
Brewster and Orleans playing today as well. Brewster 17-20-1, 5th in the Eastern Division. Again, just 2 points back of the Harwich Mariners for that playoff spot. The Orleans Firebirds sit at 19-16-3, 3rd in the East. That game starts at 5:30 at Eldridge Park. Connor Shamblin will get the nod for Brewster, but for Orleans, they've yet to name a pitcher.
This is very reminiscent of what happened last year with the Brewster Whitecaps. They barely slipped into the playoffs, and from there they went all the way to the Eastern Division Championship. So if they have a similar run like this at the end of the season, I could see a very similar result because they have a lot of talent on that roster.
And Brewster last year, they were more reminiscent of Hyannis than anyone else.
Yeah.
They sneaked in with 13 wins, the lowest amount of wins a team got into the postseason with since the Cape Cod League expanded to 8 teams in the playoffs. And they just turned on the Jets the last few weeks of the season, and it was aided in part by the Orleans Firebirds sort of falling apart at the end. But that's one thing Orleans doesn't want to do. If they can go in with their pitching staff, sort of figure out their offense, but if their pitching staff keeps going strong all the way in the playoffs, they'll have a good chance in a first-round matchup that probably sees them play YD.
Yeah, we've talked about how big of a game this is for Brewster, but this is a huge game for Orleans. I mean, they've gone on a stretch where they've been really hot, they've been really cold, but if they can get really hot right now, their pitching staff can easily carry them into a deep run in the playoffs.
Well, they're going to have to overtake the Harwich Mariners. They host the Chatham Anglers tonight at 5:30 at White House Field. Neither team has named a starter, but Chatham a loss yesterday, but they're trying to get back into the win column and trying to make that gap a little bit farther between them and the Red Sox.
Yeah, you think Harwich has to be pretty nervous right now. You got a team right behind you nipping at your heels, and you're playing the best team in the East Division, so this could be a very tough outing for Harwich, but I mean, this is a kind of game that builds the character that you need to be a playoff team.
And Falmouth goes for a dozen in a row tonight at 6 o'clock in Doran Park. They'll complete their 3-game series with the Bourne Braves. Neither team has named a starting pitcher. Falmouth at 24-12-2, first in the Western Division. Bourne at 15-23-1, 4th in the West. And the interesting thing about this, Falmouth, when they started their win streak, they were 13-12-2, just 1 game over 500. And since they've named it, they've now gone to 12 games over 500.
I keep thinking that Falmouth's going to come back to earth at some point, but they just keep impressing me each and every day, and I don't see them losing again tonight. I mean, they're against a Bourne team that's struggled lately. They had great pitching, but that pitching's kind of tailed off, so I expect them to go out and get another win tonight.
4 games in the docket around the Cape tonight. Ryan, what sticks out to you the most?
I mean, Falmouth's win streak, that's a good thing to keep an eye on. But I think the best game of the night has to be YD at Katuitt. Both teams have a lot on the line in this game, and they both want to build momentum going into the playoffs.
Both teams scored double-digit runs yesterday. First pitch in that one, 5 o'clock at Lowell Park. The Falmouth game starts at 6 o'clock in Doran Park. That's Ryan LeMay. I'm Javik Blake. You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network. When we come back from break, it'll be Gabe Genovesi and Jonah Karp with the call of the first of 2 games today from Hyannis. Stick with us right here on GBN.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil, another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian...
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. # Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
You're listening to the Gatemen Baseball Network, home of the defending champion Wareham Gatemen.
From Spillane Field in Wareham, Massachusetts, opening day, Cape Cod Baseball League.
Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi with you. Pleasure to be your eyes and ears for the broadcast.
Addison Van Patten here with manager Jerry Weinstein for the Manager's Show. And here with Brandon Fott. Now, Brandon, you got the win for tonight. It's an 80% chance of rain here in Wareham for the rest of the day, and the Gatemen have been forced to move inside to take BP in the cages.
Ground ball back up the middle, past the glove of Fetterman and into center field. Andrew Thomas comes home to score. Cam Guangarena right behind him, and Chad Stevens pulls in at first base with a 2-run single.
Hard ground ball up the middle, a base hit into center field. Rudick rounds third, he's coming home. Nits an RBI single for Cam Guangarena. Wareham leads 1-0.
Cut on and miss, strike 3.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 5 for Trent Palmer.
That ball is gone. Adrian Del Castillo breaks the game open with a 3-run jack. 11-5 Gatemen.
Slapped up the middle, a base hit into center field. Beaver scores easily. Antico rounding third. The throw to the plate is not in time.
Line drive over the head of the second baseman Olsen and into right field. Braden Ward comes home to score. Darren Baker pulls it at first with an RBI single, and it's 7-5 Wareham.
And the Gatemen win 5-0 here in Game 1 of the doubleheader.
And that'll do it. First 9-inning shutout for Wareham pitching this season. 6-0 the final score from Cotuit, Massachusetts.
Now, here are the voices of the Gatemen: Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, and Addison Van Patten.
It's the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks on a Sunday afternoon here at McKeon Park. We'll play two 7-inning games between Wareham and Hyannis. It's the 2017-1 Wareham Gatemen against the 7-30-1 Harbor Hawks. Gabe Genovesi here with you alongside Jonah Karp. Addison Van Patten will join us as well. Landon Kelly has taken the bump for the Harbor Hawks. He'll be the starting pitcher tonight for Hyannis, and let's give you the starting 9 for the Gatemen. Braden Ward, Matt McLean, Jacob Teeter. 3 All-Stars lead it off for Wareham this afternoon. Adrian Del Castillo in the cleanup spot. A 256 hitter, now, for the Gatemen this season. Dallas Beaver hitting 5th, another All-Star. Benjamin Sems, the Kansas Jayhawk, hitting 6th. Matthew Rudick in the 7-hole, his average up to 270. He's been hitting fantastic in the month of July. Zach Mathis, the newcomer, 1 for 8 in his first 2 games. He hits 8th. Mike Antico rounds it out for Wareham. First pitch to Ward, misses outside, 1-0. We're underway here from McKeon Park, 2:58, first pitch.
Nice and early.
Gotta love the early start. The 1-0 to Ward. Catches the outside edge, a ball and a strike. Braden Ward, a .304 hitter this summer for Wareham, started in center field for the Western Division in the All-Star game 1 week ago. The 1-1, fastball high and outside, 2 balls and a strike. Landon Kelly this summer, 3 appearances, no starts for the Harbor Hawks. Only 7 1/3 innings pitched. 2-1. Breaking ball, down low, swing and a miss from Ward, 2-2. Kelly's given up 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts. It all adds up to a 2.45 ERA. The 2-2, fastball up, count runs full, 3-2. Opponents hit .240 against Kelly, no decisions in each of his first 3 starts. The payoff to Ward, chopped foul. Back off the bricks right in front of us. Count stays full, 3-2.
This is one of my favorite positions of all the broadcast positions we've had on the Cape.
The 3-2 pitch. Foul tapped behind home plate. Will stay full.
I mean, we're right on the field, and we're right behind home plate. You can see the whole field, and it's beautiful.
Trees all the way around the outfield fence. The 3-2 once again. Fastball high at the eyes, ball 4. Ward draws a leadoff walk. And in steps Matt McLean for Wareham. No score between the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks. Top of the first inning.
The next batter for Wareham, the third baseman from UCLA, number 10.
There are just so many parks, not to take shots at anybody because there are so many nice parks around the Cape, but so many areas where even if you're positioned right behind home plate, you have things obstructing your view and you can't see the whole field. Here it's nice and open.
McLean steps in from the right side. First pitch to him, runner going, pitch outside, throw down to second. Ward dives in safely, ball into center field, and Ward stays put there despite a few hard steps toward third. Braden Ward, his 25th stolen bag of the summer, leads the CCBL. He's in scoring position, count 1-0 on Matt McLean. It's 324 down the left field line here at McKeon Park. 394 to dead center, 330 down the right field line. Kelly sets. Rocks and fires the 1-0. Off speed in the inside corner, 1-1. Wareham defeated Hyannis last night 9-1. Now 4-0 against the Harbor Hawks this summer. They've outscored Hyannis 43-17. Ward dances off second, now the 1-1. Breaking ball in the inside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. McLean hitting .299 for Wareham. Came in as a reserve in the All-Star game, was the Western Division MVP. Kelly sets. Deals the 1-2. Fastball high above the eyes of McLean, 2-2. Ward on second, top of the first, nobody down, no score between the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks. McLean in that All-Star game, a 2-run home run and the go-ahead RBI single in the 8th. The 2-2 from Kelly. Curveball foul tipped back into the mitt of Hunter Goodman, strike 3. First strikeout for Kelly, 1 down in the first. And in steps Jacob Teeter.
The next batter, the first baseman for Florida Southern, number 22, Jacob Teeter.
Wareham in their road maroon jerseys this afternoon. Gateman written across the front. Navy lettering, Navy numbers on the back. Teeter steps in from the left side. First pitch from Kelly. Breaking ball in the outside corner for strike 1. Harbor Hawks in their home whites, pinstripes. Red numbering, red lettering. Hyannis written across the front. Kelly, the righty, sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 0-1 to Teeter. Misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike.
I really do love the home uniforms for the Hyannis Harbor Hawks. Got the blue and orange going. They were the Hyannis Mets for a number of years, up until 2010.
And that's when every Cape League team had to change their name if it was an MLB team. Ward dances off second, now retreats as Kelly steps off. Gorgeous afternoon here in Hyannis. 80 degrees at first pitch. Wind is blowing about 15 miles an hour to the southwest, which is out towards center field. The 1-1. Curveball misses outside. 2 balls and a strike. Teeter, the only Gateman yesterday, did not have a hit. He did reach on a walk. Rare hitless day for Jacob Teeter, ended an 8-game hit streak. The 2-1, and now Kelly steps off as he caught Ward dancing off second once again. No score between the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks. Just a few batters in. Jacob Teeter, the 3-hole. 1 down. And now Kelly once again takes a peek at Ward and steps that back foot off.
What makes Braden Ward, among other things, so effective as a leadoff hitter, when he gets on base, he's always a threat to steal. And when you have all-stars in Matt McLean and Jacob Teeter and Dallas Beaver and Benjamin Sims all due up after him.
2-1 dribbler off the front foot of Teeter. I believe he might have broke his bat as well. He did. He's going to get a new weapon. And the count now 2-2.
The thought process of whoever's on the mound should be, I need to get this guy out in the box. But you just can't take your mind off of the guy on the base paths.
I mean, when he stutter steps like that between second and third, he's a solid 7, 8, 9 steps off of the second base bag. And Kelly hasn't really made a throw on these step-offs, just kind of regathered himself. Check second. Winds and fires the 2-2. Ripped right side, 1 hopper to the second baseman, Dunn. He corrals it, throws to first in time. Ward moves to third. He's 90 feet away for Adrian Del Castillo. 2 down, top of the first. Still no score.
Ward gets in such a position when he's on the base paths that he's able to get in the eye line of whoever's on the mound, regardless of where he is. If he's at first or second or third, he's just always in the peripheral of the pitcher. It's distracting.
First pitch to the cleanup hitter, Del Castillo. High and away, 1-0.
And he also has that quick speed to get back to the base path.
He walked to lead off the inning, stole second, now on third after the ground out. 2 down, top of the first. The pitch. Fastball below the knees. 2 balls and no strikes to the Miami Hurricane. Wareham came into this game third place in the West, just 1 point back of Katuitt for second as we head into the final week of the regular season here in the CCBO. 6 games left entering today. The 2-0. Swing and a miss through a fastball. 2-1 to Del Castillo. Adrian Del Castillo, a .256 hitter for Wareham. 6 doubles, 4 home runs. The 4 home runs leads this Gatemen team. The 2-1 offering. Off speed, misses away. 3 balls, 1 strike. Kelly working a little quicker, sets on the first base side of the rubber. The 3-1. Fastball paints the outside edge. 3-2. Del Castillo, a single, 2 walks yesterday. Reached 3 times. Open stance from the left side. The 3-2. Breaking ball in the outside corner, got him. And despite the leadoff walk, Ward in scoring position with nobody down. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Kelly gets out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. No score between the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks. We'll be right back on GBN.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
Struggling with changes in mood, sleep, stress, or a sense of hopelessness? Finding it hard to be the man you want to be? Get the information and tools you need for mental, emotional, and relationship health at massmen.org. Courage starts with the first step.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
No score between the Gatemen and the Harbor Hawks. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Will Fleming takes the mound this afternoon for Wareham here at Game 1 of the doubleheader. Let's give you Fleming's numbers. 8 appearances, 3 starts this summer for the Gatemen. 21 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 31 hits, 15 runs, all earned. The positive, 6 walks, 21 strikeouts for Fleming, but he's just given up a lot of extra base hits. 7 doubles, a couple of triples, 3 home runs. It all adds up to an 0-2 record, a 6.32 ERA. First pitch curveball on the inside corner, 0-1 to Jordan Westberg. Opponents hit .337 against the righty from Wake Forest.
WF from WF. Will Fleming from Wake Forest.
0-1 fastball, skied out of play in the right field line. 0-2. Jordan Westberg leads it off for the Harbor Hawks. The 0-2. Fastball got him. Inside corner, strike 3. Westberg checked his swing, but it didn't matter if he went around or not. That pitch was on the inside corner. 1 up, 1 down, 1 strikeout for Will Fleming. Strikeout brought to you by Lang, Exafaris, and Bullard. Head to alexblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Ian Fair steps in from the right side. Let's give you the Harbor Hawks starting 9 this afternoon as Fair fouls one off back in the netting. 0-1. Fair followed by Trevor Hauver in the 3-hole. Hunter Goodman, the all-star hitting cleanup. Jared DeSantolo, the second position player all-star in this Harbor Hawk lineup. He hits 5th. The 0-1. Fastball ripped out into left field, a base hit. Picked up on a hop by Matt Rudick. And it's a 1-out single for Ian Fair.
The left fielder from Arizona
Lucas
State,
Dunn
Trevor
follows
Hauver.
DeSantolo in the 6-hole. Rigsby Mosley hitting 7th. Jackson Olson, who didn't play yesterday against these Gatemen, hitting 8th. And Rowdy Jordan rounds it out, hitting 9th for the Harbor Hawks. First pitch to Hauver. Fastball misses inside. 1-0. Hauver, a .229 hitter this summer. 24 hits and 105 at-bats. The pitch. Breaking ball low, 2-0. Fleming the righty. Hauver the lefty. No score between Wareham and Hyannis. Bottom of the first. The pitch. 2-0 in the inside corner, 2-1. Let's take you around the diamond for Wareham here in the first. Matt McLean, Benjamin Sims in the left side of the infield at 3rd and short. As Fleming sets at the belt. Throws over to first. Back safely is Ian Fair. Right side of the infield, Zach Mathis at 2nd, Jacob Teeter over at first base. Dallas Beaver, the battery mate of Will Fleming, doing the catching. Fleming a long look in. Now the 2-1. Popped up pretty deep left field, slicing toward the line. Antico has room, makes the catch. Throws it back into Sims at shortstop. 2 down here in the first. Fair stays put at first base.
We mentioned the wind in the top half of the inning, but that really helped push the ball out toward the corner. The wind blowing right to left.
The next batter for the Harbor Hawks, the catcher from Memphis, number 23, Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman, the cleanup hitter, steps in from the right side. In the outfield, Mike Antico in left, Braden Ward in center, Matthew Rudick out in right. First pitch, chopped foul on the third base line, 0-1 to Goodman. Goodman 1 for 4 yesterday. Singled in the 9th inning after 3 strikeouts to begin yesterday's game. 1 run on 9 hits last night for the Harbor Hawks. 0-1, skied, shallow right field. Teeter makes his way over. McLean calls him off and makes the catch in the infield. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left aboard for the Harbor Hawks in the first. We'll head to the second, no score. We'll be right back on GBN.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on Gateman.org. You can customize your Gateman gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth Clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gateman.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape. South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
The catcher from South Carolina, number 35, Dallas Beaver.
Dallas Beaver, Benjamin Semmes, Matthew Rudick, 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Gatemen here in the second. First pitch to Beaver, misses outside, 1-0. No score between Wareham and Hyannis. Landon Kelly back out of the bump for the Harbor Hawks. The 1-0 to the lefty Beaver. Fastball hit hard and deep to right. Mosley gives it a look, but that ball's way gone into the trees. Beaver's second home run of the summer. And it's 1-0 Gatemen here in the second.
It's a home run for Dallas Beaver. The next batter for Wareham, the shortstop from the University of Kansas, number 12, Benjamin Semmes.
Dallas Beaver's shown off his power all summer long. 7 doubles leads the team, and now his second bomb. And in steps Benjamin Semmes with Wareham up 1-0.
That ball was smoked out of here.
First pitch to Semmes, misses outside, 1-0.
Just your quintessential moonshot.
The 1-0 delivery to Semmes. Chopped, first base line, foul. A ball and a strike. Beaver roped a double in yesterday's game. Trying to snap out of a slump. Came into the first game between these two teams yesterday, hitting less than 200, hitting under 200 in his last 8 games. As the double yesterday, solo home run here in the second today. The 1-1, breaking ball outside. 2 balls and a strike to Semmes. Semmes, a .288 hitter for Wareham. A 2-1 delivery. Off speed on the outside corner, 2-2. And I know the wind's blowing hard today, out toward right center field. But Beaver didn't need any help from the wind there as Semmes skies one into shallow left. Shortstop Westberg goes back, makes the catch over his left shoulder. 1 away here in the second. And now Matthew Rudick steps into center stage for Wareham.
The next batter for Wareham, the right fielder from San Diego State, number 51, Matthew Rudick.
Rudick, a .270 hitter for the Gatemen. While everyone else has struggled for Wareham in the last week and a half or so, Rudick has stayed steady. First pitch to him. Chopped right back to the pitcher Kelly. He underhands it to first in time, 2 away. And now in steps Zach Mathis. Rudick, by the way, in the last, not just week and a half, but in July, hitting over 300 for Wareham after he struggled in the month of June. The newcomer, Zach Mathis, steps to the plate. Just his 3rd game of the season for the Gatemen. He's 1 for 8 in his first 2. First pitch to him. Breaking ball down low, 1-0. The 1 hit for Mathis, an RBI single yesterday in the 9-1 win over the Harbor Hawks for the Gatemen. Wareham up 1-0 here in the top of the second. The 1-0. Hit hard and deep to right once again. Mosley goes back and leaps. Did he make the catch? He did not. Zach Mathis, his 2nd hit of the summer, his first bomb of the year. 2 solo home runs here in the second for the Gatemen. And it's 2-0 Wareham.
That's a home run for Zach Mathis. The next batter for Wareham, the left fielder from St. John's, number 16,
Well, the first 2 hits of this ball game for Wareham, both home runs. Landon Kelly leaving a couple pitches up in the zone, and Beaver and Mathis make him pay. Antico slaps one foul down the left field line. 0-1.
What makes both those home runs even more impressive is they're going against the wind.
0-1. Antico shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike in the outside corner. 0-2. Kelly a deep breath, winds and fires the 0-2. Fastball outside, a ball and 2 strikes. Antico a 240 hitter in the 9-hole this summer for Wareham. 1-2 delivery, hard ground ball, right side, gobbled up by the second baseman Dunn, throws to first, he's out. 2 runs on 2 hits for Wareham in the second inning. Both hits, solo shots from Beaver and Mathis. 2-0 Wareham. We head to the bottom of the second. We'll be right back on GBN.
South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham 2, Hyannis nothing. We head to the bottom of the second here at McKeon Park in Hyannis, Massachusetts. Jared DeSantolo, Lucas Dunn, Rigsby Mosley. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Harbor Hawks. 2 runs, a couple of hits, both hits solo bombs. And the top half of this inning for Wareham. And now Will Fleming back out for his second inning of work to face DeSantolo, Dunn, and Mosley for the first time this afternoon. First pitch to the lefty, DeSantolo. Fastball low, 1-0. DeSantolo, a 287 hitter for the Harbor Hawks. 1-0, chopped foul on the first base line. 1-1. DeSantolo, an all-star for the Harbor Hawks. The 1-1 offering. Fastball grounded right side. Teeter scoops, flips to Fleming at first base. He touches the bag, 1 away.
I mean, that could have been Teeter or Mathis, and I thought Mathis had a better angle, but Teeter off the bag, and good job by Fleming getting there.
Lucas Dunn steps to the plate. He bats from the right side against the righty Fleming. First pitch, fastball misses just low. 1-0. Dunn did not play against the Gatemen last night. A 226 hitter. Not many at-bats. The 1-0. Misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. 7 for 31 this summer is done. Fleming sets, winds and fires the 2-0. Fastball blew it by him. 2-1. Done no extra base hits this summer for the Harbor Hawks. 3 RBIs. The 2-1. Fastball hard hit off the glove of Fleming. He bare hands, throws to first, got him. Will Fleming just saved a base hit. 2 away here in the second.
That was just one of those, hey, look what I found plays. Will Fleming almost catching it, but doing the second best thing, just staying with it.
Hard hit line drive. Just below his knees. Makes the catch. First pitch to the lefty, Rigsby Mosley. Fastball flared foul out of play in the left field line. 0-1. 2-0 Gatemen, bottom of the second. We play 7 here in both games of these doubleheaders. The 0-1. Fastball just misses off the outside corner, 1-1. Mosley also a .226 hitter, just like Dunn, but more at-bats this summer, 19 for 84. The 1-1, blooped that into shallow center. Semmes ranges back and makes the catch over his left shoulder. Great play by Benjamin Semmes in shallow center field. And the Harbor Hawks go down 1-2-3. The Gatemen lead 2-0. We head to the third. Jonah Karp will have your play-by-play when we come back on GBN.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
Beat the heat and join us at Waterways, a water experience unlike any other this side of the bridge. Open daily, head over to the water park on Route 28, the Cranberry Highway.
The 99 Restaurant is a proud sponsor of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Visit them in Centerville, Falmouth, Mashpee, Wareham, or Yarmouth this summer and try some local flavor from the winner of the Cape Times Best Restaurant for Takeout, the 99. Always the real deal. The Wareham-based 80 Makepeace Company, founded in 1854, is the world's largest cranberry grower and the largest private property owner in eastern Massachusetts. The company supports organizations like the Wareham Gatemen and projects like the outdoor cranberry bog classroom that you may have passed on your way in. Visit admakepeace.com to learn more.
2-0 Gatemen over the Harbor Hawks. Let's send it over to Addison Van Patten. Addison?
Thanks, Jonah. I talked to Zach Mathis after his Cape Cod League debut, and he said that, he should have been here a long time, and he went 0-for-3 in that first outing, said he kind of just got those jitters out of his system. Now I talked to him just now after that home run, and he said he sat on the fastball prior, said, I'm just going to ambush it and hit that one out of the park. Throwing it back to you guys.
And ambush it he did. Thanks so much, Addison. Zach Mathis with his first home run as a Wareham Gateman, and it was a moonshot out toward right field. Not quite as surefire as Dallas Beavers, who led off the second inning with a moonshot of his own. It's 2-0 Gatemen right now, and we're back to the top of the order with Braden Ward. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Check swing, pitch taken low and away. 1 ball and no strikes to Ward. Walked in his first and only plate appearance in the first inning. 2 hits for Wareham today. Both of them leaving the ballpark. Lucas Kelly back in for his 3rd straight inning. The righty in the full windup, kicks and deals, misses upstairs with the breaking ball. 2 balls and no strikes. If you're asking yourself, wait, why did Gabe and Jonah switch? It's only the 3rd inning. They usually switch in the 4th. Well, first of all, as Kelly misses outside with another breaking ball, 3-0. Thank you for paying attention as close as you do, and thanks for listening to every game this season, or as many games as you can here on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Second of all, we're only playing 7 innings because it's game 1 of a doubleheader. The pitch to Ward. On the outside corner, fastball, 3-1. So Gabe's going to take the first 2 and the last 2, and I'm going to take the middle 3, and vice versa for game 2. 3-1 the count to Ward. Rocketed out toward left field, not very deep. Trevor Hover coming in, making the catch above his cap. Straight laser right to him, 1 away. Braden Ward now 0-for-1. That'll bring up Matt McLean, who's a strikeout victim today, 0-for-1. Nobody on base, 1 man down, 2-0 Gatemen. Top of the 3rd inning. Right on right matchup, Lucas Kelly has thrown 39 pitches today, 22 of them for strikes. Deals from the full windup, breaking ball, right down the center of the zone, 0-1. Matt McLean over at 3rd base, batting 2nd for the Gatemen today. Played third yesterday in the victory against the Harbor Hawks. Another breaking ball. This one sits outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to McLean. Was replaced by Chad Stevens late in the game. 9-1 victory for Wareham. They're now 4-0 against the Harbor Hawks. Pitch inside and it actually hit McLean. So he'll trot down to first. Runner on first base with 1 down in the top of the 3rd inning for the Gatemen.
The next batter for Wareham, the first baseman from Florida Southern.
McLean didn't move much in the box. Looked like it caught maybe his hand or didn't catch much of him, but enough of him. Jacob Teeter, the new batter, steps in from the left side against the righty Kelly. Now dealing with a runner on first base with 1 man out. Kelly checks on McLean and comes set at the letters. 2-0 Gatemen. Throw back to first. McLean back in safely, dives back in head first. Jacob Teeter batting .292 this season. 2 homers, 23 RBIs. The starting first baseman in last Sunday's All-Star game. That was over at Eldridge Park, oldest ballpark in the Cape Cod League, 106 years old. Fastball over the outside corner, 0-1 to Teeter. Teeter 0 for 1 today, a ground out to the second baseman, Dunn. McLean with about 3 steps off the first base bag. Kelly from the third base side of the rubber, steps in, fires, pitch out. And throw back to first is not in time. Matt McLean took about 7 steps off the bag and said, you know what, I'm going to come back to first. And Goodman made an excellent throw from behind the dish, just a split second too late. Count 1 ball and 1 strike to Jacob Teeter.
Yeah, a few hard steps from McLean. Looks like he was going. Almost took an extra step. He should have been out.
The 1-1. Flared foul behind home plate, 1-2. Adrian Del Castillo in the on-deck circle. Gateman leading 2-0. 1 away in the top of the 3rd inning.
You can keep that foul ball today.
Gelly entering this contest, having pitched in 7 innings for the Harbor Hawks this season. 6 strikeouts, an ERA of 2.46. He's gotten off to a good start with Hyannis. The 1-2 to Teeter. Breaking ball low, 2-2. And this is Hyannis' team that really needs all the pitching they can get. They've already been eliminated from the postseason. Top 4 teams already set in the Western Division. Falmouth on an 11-game win streak, sitting atop the Western Division standings at 24-12-1 this season. Wareham sitting at 3rd, 20-17-1 coming into this game. Coming off a victory against Hyannis last night. They have a double dip today, throw back to first. McLean scampers back to the bag. But with Catuit winning yesterday to improve to 19-16-4, and Falmouth sweeping their doubleheader, nothing changed as far as the seeding is concerned in the division. Another toss back to first. McLean dives back in safely. Count holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jacob Teeter. A beautiful night. I guess day. It's only about 3:35. Here at McKeon Park in Hyannis, Massachusetts. Runner at first, 1 down, top of the 3rd inning. The 2-2. Hit on the ground, left side, off the glove of Jackson Olsen, the 3rd baseman, comes up firing to first, but not in time. Jacob Teeter beats out the throw. And there's runners on first and second for the Wareham Gatemen with 1 away in the top of the 3rd.
It's tough whether you rule that one an error or a hit. I think they're going to give Teeter a hit.
Looks like it. 3rd hit of the game for the Wareham Gatemen. Double play is in order for Adrian Del Castillo, who's 0 for 1. Middle infield playing back. 3rd baseman Olsen playing off the line. Teeter at first, McLean at second. First pitch. Hit hard and deep out to left field. Trevor Hauver being chased back, and he makes the catch with his back next to the wall. Tosses it back in quickly to short, and everybody holds. 2 away. Some of that effortless power off the bat of Adrian Del Castillo. Gave it a ride, but just a little bit under it.
exactly what I was going to say. He just missed it. Just missed it. He gets that ball on the screws, and that ball might be carrying out of here.
So McLean stays put at second base. Jacob Teeter stays at first base. Now 2 down in the top of the 3rd inning. 2-0 Gatemen. They got their scoring going because of this guy, Dallas Beaver, who steps in from the left side. Led off the second with a solo blast out to right field. First pitch, breaking ball, in at the knees and over the outside corner, 0-1. 2 runs on 3 hits today for Wareham. 4-0 against Hyannis. A sweep of a doubleheader would finish off the season series. Kelly looks back at second. The pitch, chopped foul down the first base line, and Kelly quickly gets ahead, 0-2. Dallas Beaver attending the University of South Carolina next year, transferring from the University of Central Florida, where he batted .316 with 12 homers this season. Kelly with a high set at the letters, steps in, fires, and misses upstairs, 1-2. Benjamin Sems would be next. 2 on with 2 away in the top of the 3rd. Beaver, the native of Kissimmee, Florida, stands in the back of the box. An open batting stance. The righty Kelly working out of the stretch. Tapper right over home plate. It's a fair ball, scooped up by Goodman, the catcher, fires to first in time to retire Dallas Beaver and end the 3rd inning. Gatemen leave 2 ducks on the pond. No runs on a hit and 2 left aboard. After 2.5, it's the Gatemen 2 and the Harbor Hawks nothing. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Stop by the Ansel S. Gurney House, where you will find a unique shopping and dining experience. Whether shopping for a special occasion or just to treat yourself, you'll find what you're looking for in one of the 11 themed rooms. There's also a cafe serving fresh homemade lunches overlooking the extensive gardens. The Ansel S. Gurney House is located at 403 County Road in Marion.
For a nostalgic Cape Cod vacation experience, head to Bay Motor Inn, where guests are treated like family. Located in the heart of Buzzards Bay Village, this 1950-style cottage colony still provides you with up-to-date amenities. The Gatemen thank the Bay Motor Inn for their support.
The Bay Point Golf Club offers a unique collection of 18 championship golf holes, a beautiful banquet facility, and a club host that has a fully stocked pro shop. The Bay Point Grill is a perfect place to grab a meal or watch a game. The course is located off Onset Avenue in Buzzards Bay. The Gatemen thank you for your support.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, 2-0 Gatemen. 8-9-1 due up for the Harbor Hawks. Jackson Olsen, Rowdy Jordan, and Jordan Westberg. The 3 due up against Will Fleming. Starting his 3rd straight inning for the Wareham Gatemen, working with a 2-0 cushion. Olsen steps in from the left side. The righty Fleming deals out of the windup. First pitch, a fastball over the outside corner, 0-1. Olsen playing 3rd base for the Harbor Hawks, batting 8th. Hits this one hard and deep to right field. It falls and rolls all the way to the wall. Matt Rudick being chased back, picks it up at the base of the fence, fires it quickly back into second. And Olsen stops at second with a leadoff double for the Harbor Hawks. Second hit of the game for Hyannis. They're in business here in the 3rd.
Now batting for the Harbor Hawks. The center field for Mississippi State.
Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Thanks for spending your Sunday afternoon with us, a Sunday doubleheader. Rowdy Jordan, the new man up, steps in from the left side to face the righty Will Fleming. First pitch, a breaking ball. Misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Will Fleming from Asheville, North Carolina. 36 overall recruit in the state of North Carolina, his senior year in high school. Rising junior at Wake Forest. Checks on the runner at second, fires a fastball right past Rowdy Jordan, swings right through it, 1-1. He has North Carolina blood, does Will Fleming. His mom, Amy, was a world record-holding swimmer at UNC. Runner at second base, Fleming trying to work out of a bit of a jam. Tying run at the plate, the pitch. Misses downstairs, 2-1. We have the back-to-back Jordans. Rowdy Jordan at the plate. Jordan Westberg in the on-deck circle. Around 80 degrees here in Hyannis, Massachusetts. Wind blowing right to left. The 2-1 misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Fleming misses again with the fastball. 27 pitches thrown from Will Fleming. Jackson Olsen off of second base. Jordan with a good hitter's count. Pops this one up behind home plate. Will Dallas Beaver have a play? He circles under it and stays with it. Makes the catch for the first out. Nice play from Dallas Beaver. Picking that ball out of the air and foul ground. Jackson Olsen stays put at second base, and there's 1 down in the bottom of the third.
Good play by Beaver just to stick with it. Didn't know if that ball was going to stay in play. Was drifting to his left as well. A couple of late steps to his left, and he makes the catch.
Now we'll have a right-on-right matchup with 1 down in the bottom of the third. Jordan Westberg, 0 for 1 today. Fleming checks on the runner at second. First pitch to Westberg on the inside corner. 0-1. Westberg struck out looking in the first inning. He has hits in 8 of his last 9 games. Fleming rocks and deals. Chopped down to short, picked up by Benjamin Sems. Fires over to first, but it's wide. And Westberg reaches safely. Well, that was a pretty conventional pickup from Benjamin Sems over at short, but a bad throw pulls Jacob Teeter off the bag, and Hyannis has runners at the corners now, tying run at first base.
That's got to be an error on Benjamin Sems. Normally pretty sure-handed. That's his 4th error of the summer. I don't know if he just lost that ball or what, but that wasn't even close. Pulled Teeter way off the bag to his right.
Ian Fair will step in. First pitch to him, spiked in the dirt about a foot in front of the plate. Beaver stays with it. 1 ball and no strikes to Fair. Fair singled with 1 away in the first inning, was left on base. Digs in with the Gatemen leading 2-0. 1 down in the third. The pitch. Off the mask of Dallas Beaver. It was a foul ball. 1 ball and 1 strike to count, and Beaver looks a little shaken up. He'll buy a little bit of time. Jackson Olsen at third. Jordan Westberg at first. Fair coming into this game, batting .393, 26 hits and 66 at-bats for the Harbor Hawks. No homers. Represents the go-ahead run in the plate. At the plate. Throwback to first is not in time. Close play from Will Fleming, though. Jordan Westberg taking about 3 or 4 steps off the first base bag. Count holds at 1-1 to Ian Fair. The pitch. Catches the inside corner, a fastball, 1-2. Trevor Hauver in the on-deck circle. Runners at the corners. Line drive out toward right field. Matt Rudick doesn't have to move a muscle, makes the catch, fires it back into second as a run comes home. A sacrifice fly by Ian Fair. Scores the first run of the game for the Harbor Hawks, and they trail 2-1.
And you'll take it if you're Hyannis. You need every run you can get, especially with the way the pitching staff's been this summer. And they haven't held many opponents to, 2, 3, 4 runs a game. ERA right around 7.
Breaking ball misses at the feet of Hover, 1 ball and no strikes. So Westberg stays at first base, now with 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd inning. 2-1 Gatemen. Tying run still at first. Throw back to first. Westberg back in safely. Hover 0 for 1. He flew out to the left fielder Mike Antico in the 1st inning.
And that run should be unearned to Fleming.
He deals and misses outside with the fastball, 2-0. Trevor Hover from Chandler, Arizona. His senior year of high school was rated the #1 shortstop in the state of Arizona. Drafted in the 37th round by the Kansas City Royals in 2017. Now a rising sophomore at ASU. Fleming catches the outer corner, 2-1. Hover batted .333 this season with the Sun Devils, the 2-1. Chopped right side of the infield, shuffling over Zach Matheson's off his glove. It rolls into right field, going first to third, Jordan Westberg. The throw is offline, but Westberg stays. Trevor Hover goes all the way down to second, and there's 2 in scoring position off the miscue by Zach Mathis.
The catcher from Memphis, number 23, Hunter Goodman.
Hover at second, Westberg at third. And Hunter Goodman, the most dangerous hitter in the Harbor Hawks order, stepping into center stage. Second error of the inning for the Wareham Gatemen.
Mathis just didn't stay down on that ball. Expected it to hop up on him, never did. And it trickles into right field.
First pitch to Goodman. Breaking ball low and away, 1-0. Goodman 0 for 1 today. Popped out to Mathis to end the 1st inning. Go-ahead run now in scoring position over at second base. The pitch from Fleming. Cracked out to deep center field. Braden Ward going back. Makes the catch as he's backpedaling toward the fence. And that'll do it for the 3rd. Not before the Harbor Hawks get on the board. They cut the lead in half. It's Harbor Hawks 1, Gatemen 2. Gatemen come to bat when we return on the Gatemen Baseball Network. Keep it locked.
Come on over to BB's Bar and Grill for food, drinks, and fun. Located on Cranberry Highway, come in to sample the delicious eats or relax with a drink while enjoying live entertainment. BB's is one of our team meal partners. One of the area's best restaurants is located right up the street, Brewfish Bar and Eatery. Brewfish offers 20 rotating craft beers on tap and creative pub food. Check out their off-the-menu brunch with a Bloody Mary bar and $5 mimosas on Sundays. Join us for outdoor dining and drinks under the tent or for live music. Located on Route 105 in Marion.
Cape Cod Healthcare is the leading provider of healthcare services for residents and visitors of Cape Cod with 2 acute care hospitals and more than 450 physicians. For more information, please visit capecodhealth.org. Cape Cod Healthcare. Expert physicians, quality hospitals, superior care.
Located in Wareham Crossing, Coastal Orthodontics knows the importance of a healthy smile. Dr. Kevin Oliveira and his team at Coastal Orthodontics are a patient-focused practice, delivering professional, effective orthodontic treatment based on the individual clinical needs of each patient, resulting in beautiful smiles in a timely manner. With 10 years of experience using Invisalign, Coastal Orthodontics uses the most up-to-date dental equipment. Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Top of the 4th inning, Gatemen over Hyannis 2-1. Benjamin Sems, Matt Rudick Zach Mathis, the 3-2 up. Landon Kelly back in for his 4th straight inning. First pitch to Sims. Rolled foul down the first base line, 0-1. Benjamin Sims 0 for 1, flew out to his counterpart, Jordan Westberg, for the first out of the 2nd inning. Sims batting .288 coming into this game. Breaking ball over the outside corner. 0-2 from Kelly. Landon Kelly has thrown 54 pitches. Deals the 0-2. Misses upstairs. Well upstairs. Forces Goodman to pop up. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Sims. Matt Rudick in the on-deck circle. Lefty in the box, righty on the mound. Fastball over the outside corner, strike 3 called. Landon Kelly with his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon. Gets Benjamin Sims looking, 1 down in the top of the 4th.
Sims hated that call. Had a few words. We can't quite tell from the angle we're at if that was over the outside corner or not.
Edward McEvin, the home plate umpire. First pitch to Rudick. Misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Joseph LaBella, the first base umpire. Doug Isham, the third base umpire for game 1 of this doubleheader. Gatemen 4-0 in the season series against the Harbor Hawks. The 1-0 to Rudick. Misses upstairs, 2-0. Rudick 0 for 1. Ground out in the 2nd inning. He's been swinging the bat well, though. Matt Rudick, one of, if not the hottest hitter right now for the Gatemen. Breaking ball over the outside corner, 2-1. Over his last 5 games, Matt Rudick batting .400. Batting .323 over his last 9. The 2-1. Over the outside corner, 2-2. And this is a stretch when you include yesterday's win, where the Gatemen put up 10 hits and 9 runs. They're still batting just .243 over their last 10 games. Breaking ball misses outside. Count runs full. The Gatemen had 2 home runs in the 2nd inning. Dallas Beaver went yard. Zach Mathis went yard. Before today, the Gatemen went their last 10 games without a single home run. Breaking ball skips at the feet of Matt Rudick. That might have hit him. Either way, he's on first. And that'll bring up Zach Mathis, who hit a solo blast in the 2nd inning, 1 for 1. Runner on first. Gatemen leading by 1. 2-1 the score with 1 down in the 4th. First home run of the season for Zach Mathis came in the 2nd inning. Another lefty bat for the Gatemen. The only right-hander is Matt McLean. That's in the starting lineup today. Runner on first, 1 down, top of the 4th. Throw back to first. A little lollipop toss from Kelly. Still awaiting the first pitch from Mathis. Rudick back to the back. Last year, the Harbor Hawks finished 2nd in the Western Division, despite having a run differential of -31. Another throw back to first. Rudick dives back in head first safely. Gatemen, of course, won their 8th title last season. Finished first in the Western Division and then swept their way through the postseason. First pitch to Mathis over the outside corner, 0-1. 28 times in the modern era, a defending champion has repeated the following year. Go back the last 74 years. That's almost a third of the time. Another throw back to first. Kelly paying a lot of attention to Rudick at the first base bag. 1 down in the 4th inning. Jonah Karp, Gabe Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. Game 1 of a doubleheader between Hyannis and Wareham. Gatemen took the victory last night over Hyannis, 9-1. Fastball misses it low and away, 1-1.
And that percentage that you mentioned, nearly a third of the time the champion repeats. That's still insanely high to me. I can't believe that. That bodes well for the Gatemen this year.
It does. Well, a 2/3 is more than 1/3.
Thanks for that.
The 1-1 is cracked out to deep right center field. Jordan ranging back, drifting toward his left, making the catch for the second out. Zach Mathis giving another one a ride, but just got a little bit too under this one. And Matt Rudick goes back to first base, now 2 away. Number 9 man, Mike Antico, the new man up. 2-1 Gatemen. Both runs coming in the second inning. Antico, the lefty batter, standing in the back of the box. Pinwheeling his bat a couple times. First pitch to him, over the outside corner, 0-1. Antico grounded out to Lucas Dunn to end the second inning. The righty Kelly trying to keep this a 1-run deficit for his team. Throw back to first. Rudick dives back in safely again. Two runs on 3 hits for Wareham. 1 run on 2 hits for Hyannis. Kelly sets at the letters. Kicks and fires. Misses outside with the breaking ball, 1-1. Fantico can prolong the inning. We're back to the top of the order with Braden Ward. Mike Antico from Colts Neck, New Jersey. Stands at 5'10", 200 pounds. Batting just .239 coming into this game. Still looking for his first homer. Fastball downstairs, 2-1. Playing left field today for the Gatemen. Last year, Clemson Regional All-Tournament team selection. Rising senior now at St. John's. Batted .386 last season. Runner at first, 2 down. The pitch. Breaking ball. Foul tipped and off the glove of Goodman. Antico stays alive. Rudick off the first base bag. Good crowd on hand for game 1 of this doubleheader. Kelly with a long look in from Hunter Goodman. Now gets the sign, sets the letters, deals from the third base side of the rubber, steps and fires. The pitch is cracked out to deep right field, chasing Mosley back. He looks up, points, and makes the catch. Nope. It bounces, it one-hops the wall. Rounding third base, Matt Rudick. The throw comes in. It's a good one, and it's not in time. Matt Rudick comes home to score as Mike Antico goes to second. Another run home for the Gatemen. They push their lead back up to 2. 3-1 over the Harbor Hawks with 2 down in the 4th.
And it looked like Mosley was just going to make an easy catch, but I don't know if he lost it in the sun or what, but that ball landed probably a foot, maybe 2 feet from him. One hops the ball. It's an RBI double for Antico.
4th hit of the game for the Gatemen. And now Ward digs in with 1 run home in the inning. Lefty in the box, righty on the mound. Kelly checks the runner at second. First pitch, a breaking ball over the outside corner, 0-1. Gateman played at 2 in the second inning. 1 home here in the 4th. They've scored at least 9 runs in each of the first 4 games that they faced the Harbor Hawks in. Won 9-1 yesterday at Spillane Field. The 0-1. Breaking ball rolled foul to the right of home plate. 0-2. Ward a starter in last Sunday's All-Star game. Now up to 25 stolen bases with a swiped bag in the first inning. leads the Cape Cod League in stolen bases. The pitch. Taken downstairs, 1-2. Matt McLean in the on-deck circle. Runner at second base. Mike Antico takes about 4 steps off the bag. 1-2 the count. The pitch. Taken inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, I don't know if you can hear it on the broadcast, but that might be the best chant I've ever heard at a ballpark. The boy handing out water. It's a hot one. The 2-2. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. It gets away from Goodman, picks it up down the third base line, fires to first in time to complete the strikeout. And that'll do it for the top of the 4th. Gatemen bring one more home in the 4th inning. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 left aboard after 3.5. It's the Gatemen 3 and the Harbor Hawks 1. We'll be back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
Cape Cod Coca-Cola thanks you for supporting the Cape Cod Baseball League and for refreshing yourself with ice-cold Coca-Cola products. Please remember to recycle your empty bottles, cans, and all other recyclable materials. It only takes 6 recycled plastic bottles to make a new baseball cap.
Learning at Curry College extends beyond the classroom and is embedded in all that they do. Curry prepares students to engage in successful careers and active citizenship with a global perspective. Explore undergraduate majors, minors, and concentrations, including new majors in accounting, biochemistry, and software development. Online at curry.edu.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil, another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
Will Fleming takes the hill with his team up by 2. 3-1 the score as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning. Jared DeSantolo, Lucas Dunn, and Rigsby Mosley, 5, 6, and 7 in the Harbor Hawks order due up. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten back with you. Thanks for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Game 1 of a doubleheader between Hyannis and Wareham. The Harbor Hawks haven't beaten the Gatemen in 4 tries coming into this game. First pitch fastball misses low and in, 1-0. Jared DeSantolo leads things off here in the bottom of the 4th. Gatemen played in 1 in the last half inning. The 1-0. Breaking ball swung right over the top, 1-1. DeSantolo, the designated hitter, batting 5th. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Hit one to the right side of the infield back in the 2nd inning. A play that Jacob Teeter made a little bit harder than it needs to be. Coming off the bag and tossing it back to his pitcher Fleming. Popped up, shallow center field. Benjamin Sem circles and makes the catch. 1 away. Lucas Dunn, the new batter, with nobody on base and 1 man down in the bottom of the 4th. Harbor Hawks with 1 run on 2 hits. They scored in the 3rd. Jackson Olsen led off the 3rd inning with a double. Ian Fair drove him home with the sacrifice fly. Lucas Dunn 0 for 1. First pitch to him. A breaking ball misses downstairs. 1-0. Will Fleming, the rising junior at Wake Forest, rocks and deals. Catches the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Fleming up to 44 pitches. The 1-1. Waved at and missed, 1-2. Lucas Dunn in a small sample size, batting just .225 coming into this game. 7 hits in his first 31 at-bats with the Harbor Hawks. The pitch from Fleming misses just off the outside corner, 2-2. Fleming thought that was strike 3. Edward McKeon prolonging the at-bat. The 2-2. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 3 called. That time Fleming nipped the outer corner. his second strikeout. Strikeout brought to you by Langex of Forest and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. 2 down in the 4th.
I honestly thought it was in the exact same spot as the fastball. And it's just a breaking ball, and Fleming gets the call.
Rigsby Mosley taps one down the third base line, and it rolls foul, backhanded by McLean. Right in front of the bag. 0-1. First pitch swinging for Rigsby Mosley. He's 0 for 1 today. That was a 1-2-3 second inning from Will Fleming. Mosley lined out to the shortstop Benjamin Sems. Nobody on base. He rockets one out toward right field down the line, but that lands at a play. Just a hard second strike, and there's an 0-2 count to Rigsby Mosley, the right fielder. Lefty batter, righty pitcher, nobody on base, 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. 3-1 Gatemen. The pitch, breaking ball upstairs, 2-1, or 1-2 rather. Jackson Olsen in the on-deck circle. Fleming working quickly. Misses well outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mosley has a homer and 7 RBIs this season. Entering tonight, batting .226 in 84 at-bats. Fastball over the outside corner, strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts for Will Fleming to end the 4th. Both of them looking. Another strikeout brought to you by Langex of Forest and Bullard. Head to lxblaw.com to seek a trial attorney in the New Bedford area. Will Fleming with a 1-2-3 4th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left aboard. After 4, Hyannis trails the Gatemen 3-1. We'll be right back.
Clobbered high and deep to right center field, and this one is gone. A home run.
That home run's brought to you by Eastern Propane and Oil. Another scholarship for a deserving youth. Eastern Propane and Oil, we're in your neighborhood.
After the game, visit El Mariachi on Main Street for the best Mexican food in Wareham. The cantina provides a delicious late-night snack accompanied by fun cocktails.
The Wareham Gatemen would like to thank Franklin Sports for their sponsorship of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Franklin is yet again proud to be the official batting glove of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Throughout the summer, all the Cape League teams are wearing their own custom team batting gloves courtesy of Franklin Sports. To order your favorite team's design or to create your own, visit franklinsports.com/custom, enter code CCBL20 for 20% off your purchase. From Cape Cod to the major leagues, only the best hitters in baseball wear Franklin gloves.
Top of the 5th inning, 3-1 Gatemen. Let's send it over to Addison Van Patten.
Thanks, Jonah. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story right now that I just got the information on. Trey Dillard, who pitched for us yesterday, he committed to Mizzou a while back before he started attending there and didn't think he was going to go. Why? Because he thought he was going to get drafted by the Dodgers. Now, when the 16th round came on day 2, he decided to take a nap. And when he woke up from that nap about an hour later, he had 17 missed phone calls. Those missed phone calls were from the Dodgers. He actually got his name called in the 16th round, 494 overall, and didn't pick up the phone, so the Dodgers decided not to offer him anything. So what do you mean, took a nap and on draft day? How do you feel about that, Jonah?
I mean, I'm not a big nap guy myself, and I'm riding 5 cups of coffee today, and that would probably be my same mentality if I was about to get drafted. First pitch hits Matt McLean right on the shoulder. Second time he's been hit by a pitch today. Leads off the 5th with a hit by pitch, trots down to first. Thanks so much, Addison. Well, you sleep a lot, Gabe.
I do.
So that might be a you issue.
I'm not a big nap guy, though. When I'm up, I'm up. I might sleep until 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it could be longer than that. I'm getting a meeting on the mound. Chad Gasman going out to talk to his starting pitcher, Landon Kelly. That might be it for Kelly after hitting Matt McLean. McLean stands on first, nobody out in the 5th. Jacob Teeter would be the new batter. Let's see if we get a pitching change. It's 3-1 Gatemen right now in the top of the 5th inning. Nothing happening just yet. And we are going to get a pitching change. Ball being taken from Kelly. His night is over, but book not yet closed with a runner on first base. We're going to see who the new pitcher is on the other side of this break. Stick around. Gatemen on top by 2. We'll be right back.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Jacob Teeter steps in from the left side, runner on first, nobody out, top of the 5th inning, Gateman by 2. TJ Stewart, the new pitcher in, coming in for Landon Kelly. Throw back to first. McLean scampers back to the bag. Teeter 1 for 2. Stewart, a rising junior at Manhattan University. The Jaspers. Stands at 6'2", 220 pounds. Right-handed pitcher. Misses low, 1 ball and no strikes to Teeter. Named preseason third-team All-American the start of the 2019 season. Finished second on the team in wins, in ERA, in innings pitched, and in strikeouts this season. Deals. Popped up into foul ground along the right side. Ian Fair, the first baseman, takes a look, and that ball lands on top of the Wareham dugout. 1 ball and 1 strike. TJ Stewart pitched 9 complete games in 2019. Only one of them actually lasted 9 innings, though. Not bad.
He pitched 9 complete games and only 1 went 9.
That's what my notes say.
So that means a bunch of 7-inning games?
Potentially. A 1-1 taken at the feet of Jacob Teeter, 2-1. I mean, I've been wrong before.
Not normally.
Oh, thanks, man. Jonah, Karp, Gabe, Genovesi, Addison Van Patten with you. 3-1 Gatemen. The breaking ball misses upstairs. Slow pitch breaking ball. Never really broke a whole lot. Jacob Teeter watches it and gets ahead in the count, 3-1. Stewart was a workhorse for Manhattan this season. Threw over 100 pitches 8 times in 2019, including 135. Pitch misses low and away, ball 4. Jacob Teeter trots down to first as Matt McLean goes down to second. Table set, nobody out in the top of the 5th for the Wareham Gatemen, and Adrian Del Castillo will step into the box 0 for 2.
The walk probably took a stolen base away from McLean. He got one heck of a jump there. Well, Wareham will take the walk, though. First and second, nobody out.
The lefty Adrian Del Castillo looking to do some damage. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. First pitch, he squares to bunt and bunts it foul into the screen, 0-1. Stewart this season threw 86 innings at Manhattan. 86 strikeouts in 86 innings, 40 walks, an ERA of 4.08. Ahead in the count to Del Castillo, 0-1. McKeon off of second, Teeter off of first. No hits in the inning, and hit by pitch and a walk. Righty on the bump, lefty in the box. Del Castillo's ready. The 0-1. Breaking ball. Rainbows over the heart of the plate. 0-2. Stewart named to the second team All-MAC in 2019. He threw 135 pitches in his final start versus Canisius. The 0-2. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. 3 pitches to Del Castillo. And Stewart befuddled Del Castillo with a fastball over the outside corner. Second time tonight that Del Castillo has struck out, 1 away.
The next batter for Wareham, catcher from South Carolina, number 35, Dallas Beaver.
Runners on first and second, now 1 down in the top of the 5th inning for Dallas Beaver, who's 1 for 2. Hit a solo home run to begin the second inning to get the scoring going. Gatemen lead Hyannis by 2, 3-1. First pitch from Stewart is a fastball that's ripped out toward right field, falling quickly and in front of Mosley. Dallas Beaver pulls in at first as 1 run comes home. Matt McKeon scores, and Jacob Teeter stops at third. An RBI single for Dallas Beaver, and it's 4-1 Gatemen. Dallas Beaver now 2 for 3. And the Gatemen have runners on the corners. 1 down here in the 5th. Benjamin Sem's a new batter. He's 0 for 2.
And that'll close the book on Kelly. McKeon scores, charge to Kelly. 4 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 1 walk, 3 hit by pitches, though, and 4 Ks.
First pitch from Stewart is bunted down the first base line, but off the foot of Benjamin Sems. A foul ball. 0-1. Jacob Teeter at third, Dallas Beaver at first. Not a lot of speed on the base paths right now. It only takes a hit to score Jacob Teeter. Just 1 down here in the 5th. 1 run home in the inning. Stewart sets the letters. Steps and fires. Sem squares to bunt again. Rolls this one down the first base line. That's a fair ball. Barehanded by the pitcher Stewart, and he throws to first in time as another run comes home. Close play. Sem's on his horse down the first base line. Jacob Teeter scores from third, and it's 5-1 Gatemen.
Should be a sac bunt for Sems and an RBI. 16th RBI of the summer for Sems.
Beaver advances to second base for Matt Rudick. Digs in from the left side. He's 0 for 1. 2 runs home in the inning for the Gatemen. First pitch. Misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. Rudick grounded out in the second, was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Beaver takes a big lead off of second base. 5-6 steps. Not guarded tightly. The pitch from Stewart, breaking ball, ripped out toward right center field, falling quickly, and that'll land in the gap. 1 hops the wall. Matt Rudick takes a wide turn at first, pulls in at second. Beaver comes home to score, and it's 6-1 Gatemen. An RBI double for Matt Rudick. Second hit of the inning for Wareham. Zach Mathis will step up. 2 down here in the 6th, or 5th rather. 3 runs home in the inning. Largest lead of the game for the Wareham Gatemen, on top by 5. First pitch from Stewart. Fastball, misses low. 1 ball and no strikes to Mathis.
And Matthew Rudick continues to just see the ball well in July. hitting over 300 in the month of July. Second double of the year.
Stewart checks on the runner at second, fires a fastball outside. 2 balls and no strikes to the second baseman, Mathis. Mathis tattooed a ball back in the second inning. That was a second run for Wareham, and the second of 2 home runs in the inning for the Gatemen. The pitch. Fouled off into the screen, 2-1. And then gave another one a ride to straightaway center field. That was driven, well, about 380. It's 394 to dead center. 2-1 the count to Mathis. Mike Antico in the on-deck circle. 3 runs home in the inning for the Gatemen, 2 down here in the 5th. The pitch from Stewart. Fastball popped up, foul ground, out of play along the left side, 2-2. Mathis was just 1 for his first 8 as a Wareham Gateman. 1 for 2 today. 2-2 the count. The pitch from Stewart. Breaking ball. Misses low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Mathis went to Delta College this past season, a JUCO school. The pitch. Fastball lifted out to straightaway center field. Chasing Jordan back, still back. He looks up. That ball is off the fence. Zach Mathis with a wide turn at first, pulls in at second as another run comes home. 4th run of the inning for the Gatemen, and they're on top by 6. An RBI double by Zach Mathis. And the Gatemen lead 7-1.
Mathis was probably a foot away from a 2-run home run there. That ball hit the very top of the fence. He'll take the RBI double, though. Have a day, Zach Mathis. 2 for 3, double, home run, 2 RBIs.
Now in steps Mike Antico. 4 runs home in the inning for Wareham. Mathis off of second. First pitch from Stewart. Breaking ball, waved at and missed, 0-1. Antico 1 for 2 with a double. The Gatemen have scored in 3 of the first 5 innings. We're only playing 7. Game 1 of a doubleheader. The pitch to Antico, ripped and caught by Ian Fair, the first baseman. Fair in the right place at the right time. He was a little bit off his position. That might have been another extra base hit for the Gatemen. That ends the top of the 5th inning, but the Gatemen do their damage. 4 runs home in the inning. They explode for a 7-1 advantage entering the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back on the Gatemen Baseball Network.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care. Shop from home year-round on Gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gatemen.org.
Bottom of the 5th inning, 8-9-1 due up for the Harbor Hawks. Jackson Olsen, Rowdy Jordan, and Jordan Westberg, the three due up. New pitcher in for the Wareham Gatemen, Trent Palmer, relieving Will Fleming. Went the first 4 for Wareham, exits with the Gatemen up by 6. First pitch misses downstairs, 1 ball and no strikes to Olsen. Will Fleming pitched the first 4, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned. Struck out 3, fastball over the outside corner, 2 balls, no strikes to Olsen. No walks allowed by Fleming. Nice start for him. Palmer working quickly, fires a fastball low. Back into the windup, tap foul. Count even 2-2. Rowdy Jordan in the on-deck circle. Nobody on, nobody out for Jackson Olsen. He's 1 for 1. Palmer works fast. Him and Ian Bedell, the 2 fastest workers on the team. Misses with the off-speed pitch, low. Olsen coming into this game, batting .238. 20 hits in his first 84 at-bats. No homers, 6 RBIs. Full windup for Fleming. He deals. Misses away, ball 4. Leadoff walk issued to Jackson Olsen. He's on at first to begin the 5th.
And I think that was Will Fleming's best performance of the year, at least best start of the year. 4 innings, no walks, just 2 hits, and the run was unearned. Should have been out of the inning. Credit to him. And he's in line for his first victory of the year in a 7-inning ballgame.
First pitch to Rowdy Jordan. Hit over the mound toward the left side of the infield. Picked up by Sem. Shuffles over to second for 1. Turn to first in time. Double play. Benjamin Sems turns 2, and there's 2 down. Back to the top of the order with Jordan Westberg.
I like how Sems was patient there. Didn't charge that ball even though it was a little slower coming off the grass. Waited back on it, waited by the bag. Quick 2 steps to his left to touch second base. Easy throw over to first.
Double play brought to you by TM Ryder Insurance Agency. Breaking ball upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes to Jordan Westberg. Package your home and auto insurance for the perfect double play. Nobody on base, 2 down. Bottom of the 5th. 7-1 Wareham. The 1-0. Breaking ball. Bends over the outer corner for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Westberg. Reach base on an error by Benjamin Sems in the 3rd inning. Struck out in the 1st. Palmer deals. Laced over the glove of the first baseman Jacob Teeter, and it skips over the right field line. Picked up by Rudick. Charging toward the line, fires it back into second, and Westberg reaches on a 2-out single.
Jacob Teeter tried to use every bit of his 6'6" frame to go up and get that one. Maybe if he was 6'8", 6'9".
6'10", 6'11". First pitch to Ian Fair. Breaking ball, popped foul. Right side out of play, 0-1. Wind still blowing hard from right to left. It's cooled off a little bit from the 80 degrees at the start time. Started around 3 o'clock, a little bit before 3. Breaking ball, misses low, 1-1. Runner on first, 2 down, bottom of the 5th. 7-1 Wareham. Ian Fair came into this game with hits in 12 of his last 13 games. Now hits in 13 of 14. Pitch over the inside corner, 1-2. Trent Palmer, an all-star. Came out of the bullpen in last Sunday's all-star game. One of 2 pitchers, him and Ian Bedell, both all-stars for the Wareham Gatemen. The 1-2. Misses low, another breaking ball. And that was a balk. So Westberg takes off for second. Now there's a runner in scoring position with 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. And Palmer's confused. Trent Palmer entering this game with an ERA of 1.72. 15 2/3 innings pitched out of the bullpen. 20 strikeouts. He's had himself a marvelous year. Has to deal with a runner on second. Westberg with about 4 steps off the bag. 1-2 the count to Ian Fair. Palmer deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Trent Palmer gets Ian Fair swinging. And we're through 5 with the Gatemen rolling on top by 6. 7-1 the score. Gabe Genovesi with your call when we return on the Gatemen Baseball Network. We'll be right back.
Come as you are, sit down, and relax at the deck of the Gateway Tavern. Enjoy the view while exploring their extensive food and drink menus for the ideal Cape Cod dining experience. Gateway Tavern, the official helmet sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen.
Joanne Stevenson and William Ravis Real Estate, a double play when it comes to selling or buying a home. With 19 years of experience in residential real estate and ranked #1 globally, they are sure to help you with all of your hopes and dreams. William Ravis Real Estate, the official real estate company for the Boston Red Sox, and Joanne Stevenson, your hometown agent, proudly support the Wareham Gatemen. Located on the Cape Cod Canal, Keystone Place at Buzzards Bay is the area's newest rental independent living, assisted living, and memory care community. With some of the area's largest apartments and an ultra-inclusive monthly service package, Keystone Place is a life-fulfilling retirement community unlike any other. Discover Keystone Place, the best option in Cape Cod.
One of the Gatemen's favorite places for their post-game meals is Cool Cone, where you can get anything from fried clams and fried chicken to an ice cream sundae, and then top it all off with a round of mini golf. Cool Cone, located on Route 6 on the Wareham-Marion line.
The law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard, providing families and businesses in the greater New Bedford community with legal services for 40 years. We look forward to serving you. For an appointment, call 508-992-1270. We invite you to learn more about the law firm of Lang, Exafaris & Bullard by visiting our website, lxblaw.com.
Legacy Insurance Agency at 213 Main Street here in Wareham can offer you coverage for all your insurance needs. We have the bundle discounts, the accident forgiveness, the vanishing deductible, no loss, etc. But unlike those gimmick companies, we can quote you with multiple carriers. So forget the lizard and price tool and come talk to a professional. We'll help you find what's right for you.
Got legal trouble? Attorney Mark Deshays is here to help the greater New Bedford area with real estate and business law, estate planning, and probate. Visit him today.
We go to the 6th here in Hyannis. Top of the order, due up for the Gatemen. Braden Ward, Matt McLean, Jacob Teeter. 7-1, the Wareham lead over the Harbor Hawks. New pitcher in for the Harbor Hawks, Rigsby Mosley in to pitch, the right fielder for Hyannis. His first pitching appearance of the summer. First pitch to Ward. Fastball flared foul out of play on the left field line. 0-1. So Mosley replaces T.J. Stewart, who pitched just the 5th inning and allowed 4 runs on 3 hits. Again, just playing 7 innings here in both games of the doubleheader. So we'll see if Mosley can finish it out for the Harbor Hawks. Gabe Genovesi here with you, joined by Ben Leeper here in the 6th inning.
How's it going?
The 0-1. On the outside corner, 0-2. Not too bad, my friend. Have you ever been on a broadcast?
No, I haven't. This is exciting. It's fun to be on the air.
All right. Nervous at all?
Yeah, a little bit. Naturally.
Got the headset on for the first time. 0-2 delivery. Curveball down low, a ball and 2 strikes to Ward. So we'll start here. How's Wareham been this summer?
It's been awesome. You know, it's been a great experience. I've never been up to the Northeast before, and just getting the opportunity to play in the Cape and meet a whole bunch of guys and create about 35 new brothers for the summer. It's been a blast. And, you know, obviously we're playing well, and you know, it's just a great time.
1-2 misses high to Ward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. When did you find out you were coming to Wareham?
So back in September, they told me I was coming to the Cape. And at first, it was supposed to be, I believe, Katuitt.
2-2 skied into left, caught by the left fielder Hover, 1 away here in the 6th.
And then as time went on, they said, no, you're going to Wareham, because I guess Rob Walton, our pitching coach, knows Jerry really well.
Okay.
And so they set that up, and we were in super regionals, and so I contacted Andrew to kind of figure everything out, and I left a couple days after that, and I showed up middle of June. So it was kind of short notice.
Right.
But we got everything figured out and settled in.
Matt McLean steps to the plate. He's been hit by a pitch twice this afternoon, struck out in his third at-bat. First pitch low and away, 1-0. What's that I guess, feeling like, knowing that, I mean, you're coming to play in the best summer league in the country?
You know, it's an honor. Just you look at some of the alumni that have played for the Gatemen and all over the Cape, and just knowing that you're trying to continue on the legacy of great players that have played up here, and there's a lot of expectations to live up to, and it's just great competition. I mean, even if you don't play well, you're playing against the best competition, and it allows you the opportunity to get better.
2-0 in on the inside corner, 2-1 to Matt McLean. McLean 0 for 1 today. The 2-1. Low in the dirt, 3 balls and a strike. And I mean, you've pitched well here in Wareham this summer. You've only given up a run in 2 of your appearances. What was your focus? What were you trying to work on throughout this summer season?
So trying to refine my breaking ball.
3-1 popped into right, and drifting to his right and making the catch is Mick McIntyre out in right field, 2 down.
So I've been trying to refine my breaking ball a little bit. I lost it throughout the year at school, and so I had to switch up my grip. And so I've been trying to work on that, and then developing a changeup with Jim, and just working on timing with the delivery and getting everything down. My command's been a little spotty at times this summer, and that's something I'm really trying to work on, because something I pride myself on is having good command with fastball and off speed.
Jacob Teeter to the plate, first pitch to the lefty. Breaking ball misses away, 1-0. 7-1 the Gatemen lead. Teeter 1 for 2 with a walk this afternoon. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball down low, 2-0. You mentioned that changeup, that curveball, fastball as well. I mean, you're in the mid to upper 90s with your fastball. Is that something that's just come easy to you over the years?
No, so when I had surgery my freshman year of college, I kind of lost it, and so I was struggling. My stuff wasn't as good, and I went up to Bellingham last summer, and I was long tossing more, and all of a sudden it just kind of clicked, and my stuff shot up 3-4 miles an hour, kind of what it was before surgery, and since then just been able to keep that.
2-1. Catches the outside corner, 2-2 to Jacob Teeter. You've had a couple elbow surgeries in your career, right?
I have, yeah. I've actually had 3.
What kind of mentality do you have to kind of bounce back from each one of those?
You know, it's a lot of mental toughness. I think it's more of a mental grind than it is physical. I mean, the rehab's obviously tough, but just sitting out and knowing that every day your arm feels different and just haven't been worked on, it's definitely a lot harder mentally than it is physically.
Teeter takes a 3-2 fastball high, ball 4. He's on with a 2-out walk. Adrian Del Castillo to the plate. Gateman still leading 7-1. Del Castillo 0 for 3 here in game 1 of the doubleheader. First at bat against Rigsby Mosley, the lefty. First pitch misses low, 1-0, and I mean, you've seemed to bounce back from each of those surgeries well. Oklahoma State for your entire collegiate career. What do you like over there with the Cowboys? What do you like over there at Oklahoma State?
Oh gosh, it's a great environment. Just the coaches, they're all about making you better, and it just feels like a family environment. I mean, and then we have the new facility this year, so that'll be exciting to play in. But it's just been a great environment. That's honestly the main thing, is between Josh and Rob, just how they make you feel as a person, more importantly than a player, and just the effort they put in.
1-1 flared foul to play, 1-2. Rising senior, looking forward to your last year?
I am, yeah, especially as a fifth year. I mean, I didn't play my first 2 years of college because of injuries. So,
yep.
So it feels good to get back out there.
1-2 breaking ball down low, 2-2 to Adrian Del Castillo. You mentioned it at the beginning, you said 35 brothers to spend the summer with. What's it like? Now the 2-2 to Del Castillo. Popped him up. Will it stay in play? No, it will not. out of play on the first base line, right behind us, actually. But what's it like? You 35 brothers here. You mentioned you were in Bellingham last summer as well. All of a sudden, you're going around the country to all these games in the spring, and there's got to be guys on almost every team that you know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I run into some of my teammates, and what's funny is Matt McLean was actually my roommate last summer. And so I know Matt real well. And then Wareham Miller.
2-2 line drive up the middle into center field, a base hit for Adrian Del Castillo, his first hit of the game, first and second.
And, yeah, Wareham Miller was on my team last summer, and you just stay in touch with all the guys, and it's just fun because you see him down the road during the school year. You play against him, and you got someone to look forward to seeing again. So.
Right. You and McLean both in Bellingham. You got a funny Matt McLean story for me? I'm putting you on the spot here.
Yeah. I'll put Matt on the spot. So every night, the host family always cooked a good meal for us, and so it was something we always looked forward to after the game. The host dad would always cook like a good meat. Either it would be like salmon or steak and vegetable, and then every night, like at midnight, Matt would just knock on my door and he'd say, "Hey man, can we go to McDonald's?"
First pitch to Beaver, misses outside 1-0.
And so I had a rental car for the summer, and McDonald's was probably the closest fast food restaurant, and I was like, "Yeah, Matt, like we'll go." And this kid would order the house. I'm talking like 2 burgers and nuggets, and it was just every night. It was incredible.
1-0 popped up, third baseline. Back into fair territory. Olsen makes the catch. That'll do it for the 6th. So despite the good meal, did he not eat the good meal?
No, he did. He ate a lot. I don't understand how he's in such great shape, but it's impressive how much he eats and how well he plays.
Wow. All right, Matt McLean, McDonald's, not expert, but obsessed with McDonald's, I guess. Midnight McDonald runs.
Yeah, Matt McDonald. That should be his name.
There we go. All right, thanks, Ben, for joining us here in the top of the 6th. 7-1 Gatemen will head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll be right back on GBN.
The Mezzaluna Restaurant is a family-run Italian restaurant celebrating 80 years in business. Located on Main Street in Buzzards Bay, Mezzaluna specializes in Italian cuisine, a lunch menu that's the best deal in town, and serving some of Cape Cod's famous prime rib every Wednesday and Saturday. Come enjoy the feast at Mezzaluna, the Italian family restaurant.
Does your insurance agent know you by name, analyze your stats, and help you with your game plan? If the answer is no, then it's time to draft Morse Insurance. Their local team will get to know you, assess your risk, and develop a strategy to protect your home, auto, or business. Visit us online at morseins.com. Hashtag Morse, of course, has your back.
Northeast Maritime Institute's College of Maritime Science is a proud sponsor of the Wareham Gatemen. If you're looking for a career at sea, look to NMI's program of education, adventure, and employment on northeastmaritime.com, America's premier 2-year maritime college.
Office Technology Group is a southeastern Massachusetts source for advanced digital copiers, printers, and document solutions. From Toshiba to Epson and everything in between, they've got you covered. Shop now at otgne.com. Large enough to serve, small enough to care.
3, 4, 5 hitters due up for the Harbor Hawks as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Trevor Hoover, Hunter Goodman, Jared DeSantelo to face Trent Palmer for the first time this afternoon. First pitch ripped back into center field, a base hit. Wow, that ball was a rocket right past Palmer, and it's a leadoff single for Trevor Hoover. Wareham up 7-1 on the Harbor Hawks, 6 outs away from a victory. That's just the 4th hit of the night for Hyannis, and in steps Hunter Goodman. Goodman this afternoon 0 for 2. First pitch from Palmer, fouled off of Dallas Beaver, 0-1. Hunter Goodman, an all-star for these Harbor Hawks. Went 1 for 4 yesterday against the Gatemen, 0 for 2 here in Game 1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss through a breaking ball, 0-2. Wareham up by 6, 7-1. The only run of the game for the Harbor Hawks came in the bottom of the 3rd. It was unearned to Will Fleming. 0-2 fastball, ground ball towards second. Mathis scoops, flips to second for one, over to first. Double play, 4-6-3. The double play, 2 down in the 6th, and that double play brought to you by TM Ryder Insurance Agency. Package your home and auto insurance for the perfect double play. 2 down, and in steps Jared DeSantolo.
The next batter for the Harperhawks, the right fielder from BYU, number 17.
Nice interview, my friend.
Thanks. Ben Leeper was fantastic. And now we know that Matt McLean is obsessed with McDonald's.
Mickey D's?
Mickey D's. First pitch misses inside, 1-0 to DeSantolo. That's unbelievable, despite a fantastic meal. After every game, Leeper had the car, and McLean asked him to run to Mickey D's. 1-0 curveball on the outside corner, 1-1. Not a fan of Mickey D's.
Are they a sponsor?
I was just about to say that. They're not a sponsor, right? The 1-1. Curveball just misses. A little off the outside corner, 2-1.
We love all food from all places. Yeah, that covered the whole umbrella.
The 2-1. Popped him up. Center field. Ward 2 or 3 steps back and makes the catch above his left shoulder. Another 1-2-3 inning for Palmer. Despite the single, he gets the 4-6-3 double play to help him out. We head to the 7th, final inning. Gatemen up 7-1. We'll be right back on GBN.
Shop from home year-round on Gatemen.org. You can customize your Gatemen gear from any device, anywhere. We offer a large selection of apparel and unique gifts 24/7, 365 days a year. Hard to find sizes, colors, and styles. Youth clinic registration also available. Visit us today and remember us for holiday gifts at Gatemen.org.
Gatemen Baseball is officially sponsored by Robertson's GMC, the truck professionals. Located just 2 miles away on Cranberry Highway, Robertson's GMC, we are professional grade, power like a pro.
Need physical therapy? Select Physical Therapy works directly with you and your physician to create a plan of care that meets your goals and needs, with 6 locations on Cape Cod and more across the country. Select Physical Therapy is the official provider of athletic training for the Wareham Gatemen.
Soft as a Grape has 10 retail locations on Cape Cod. So even when you're cheering on your Gatemen at any away games, stop into a Soft as a Grape store for the best Cape Cod products. No trip to the Cape is complete without a trip to Soft as a Grape.
We go to the top of the 7th here in Hyannis. Benjamin Sims, Matthew Rudick, Zach Mathis, 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Gatemen. Wareham leading 7-1. This is the final inning. We'll play 2 here today at McKeon Park. 7 innings in both games of the doubleheader. First pitch to Sims. Popped up foul out of play on the left field line. 0-1. Rigsby Mosley back out to pitch his 2nd inning of relief. If you're just joining us, Rigsby Mosley, a position player, right fielder for the Harborhawks, pitching for the first time this summer. The 0-1 curveball, high and in. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sims. Mosley last pitch in high school for Bishop Moore High School. Fastball clocked in at 86 miles an hour. The 1-1. Fastball high at the eyes. 2-1. That 86 mile an hour fastball was clocked at the Perfect Game National High School Showcase in 2015. 2-0 jammed him, popped up foul. Will it stay in play? It will not. Out of play on the third base line. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Benjamin Sims. Sims 0 for 2 with the sacrifice bunt today. The bunt scored a run. Jacob Teeter came in to score. And now he dribbles one back to the mound. Mosley gloves, throws to first. He's out. 1 up, 1 down here in the 7th. And in steps Matthew Rudick. Wareham with 2 runs in the 2nd inning, 1 run in the 4th, 4 runs in the top of the 5th inning. Harborhawks' only run came in the 3rd. 7-1 Gatemen, that's where we stand here in the 7th. Matthew Rudick drove in one of those 7 runs for Wareham. RBI double his last time up in the 5th. First pitch to the lefty. Fastball fouled off back into the netting behind home plate. 0-1. Rudick 1 for 2 with a hit by pitch this afternoon. The Gatemen 3 outs away from improving to 5-0 against the Harbor Hawks this summer. 0-1 misses high above the head of Rudick. A ball and a strike. Wareham came into today 3rd place in the West, 1 point behind Katuitt for 2nd. 1-1 flared out into left field, and that ball is caught by the left fielder Haver. Sliding catch made by Trevor Haver. Robs Rudick of a base hit. 2 down here in the 7th.
That ball hung in the air for quite some time, but Haver wasn't playing very deep out in left field. A nice sliding grab.
Zach Mathis steps into center stage. Gatemen up by 6, 7-1. Top of the 7th inning. First pitch to Mathis. Curveball low and away, 1-0. The Harbor Hawks officially eliminated from the playoffs. Just 7 wins this summer, 7-30-1. If they were to lose out, they would tie the record for the worst record in the Cape Cod Baseball League. 1-0 fouled off, 1-1. And it was the 2005 Harbor Hawks that set it. They went 7-36-1. The 1-1 delivery. Fastball popped up foul. Out of play on the 3rd baseline, 1-2. Looking at the West as a whole, Falmouth came into today 4 games up on Wareham for first place in the Western Division, and they've played 1 less game. The 1-2 offering. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and a curveball down low. A 1-2-3 inning for Mosley in the 7th. He gets his first strikeout. The Gatemen 3 outs away from a win. We'll be right back on GBN.
South Coast Health Operators of Charlton Memorial, St. Luke's, and Toby Hospitals delivers an unmatched combination of clinical excellence with a personal touch. They are proud to serve as Southeastern Massachusetts and Rhode Island's only not-for-profit health system, as well as the region's largest employer. South Coast Healthcare, plus something more.
Whether you're brewing a lager or an ale, Stone Path Malt has got you covered. Stone Path Malt, the local provider of quality malt for all your favorite New England craft breweries, is right here in Wareham. For your next night out, stop by their new tap room.
Village Signs of Mattapoisett. They do it all, from logo design, trucks and buildings, to boats. Village Signs has proudly served southern New England for over 35 years. Visit them at villagesigns.inc.com for all your signage needs.
The Gatemen would like to thank Wareham Country Market for helping to feed the Gatemen players and staff after games. They are located about a quarter of a mile from the field on Route 6, offering a convenience store, a Dunkin' Donuts, and a deli.
Wareham House of Pizza has been serving Wareham and Marion for over 40 years with steak and cheese, pizza, and subs. Located in Shaw's Plaza, head on over for pickup or let them deliver to you.
We head to the bottom of the 7th here at McKeon Park. Trent Palmer back out for his 3rd inning of relief. Lucas Dunn, Rigsby Mosley, Jackson Olsen, 3-2 up. Dunn takes a strike in the outside corner, 0-1. 6, 7, 8 hitters for the Harbor Hawks trying to keep this game alive. Wareham up 7-1, 3 outs away from a win. 0-1, off speed in the outside corner, 0-2. Game 1 of a double dip here on a Sunday afternoon at McKeon Park. We'll play 7 here. We play 7 in game 2. 0-2 fastball just misses inside. Checked his swing. Apparently he didn't go around.
I thought he did.
I thought he did as well. 1-2 from Palmer. Chopped left side past the glove of McLean at 3rd base and into left field for a base hit. 3rd straight inning, the Harbor Hawks have had the leadoff hitter aboard. Haven't been able to do anything with it. And in steps Rigsby Mosley.
That's a tough break, because that should have been strike 3.
Now batting for the Harbor Hawks, the pitcher from Troy, number 12, Rigsby Mosley.
In both of the previous innings, Palmer has gotten a double play. First pitch to Mosley, swing and a miss, 0-1. It was a walk in the 5th, then he got a Double play thanks to Benjamin Sims, who stepped on second base and threw it to first. Last inning, leadoff single from Haver, then a 4-6-3 double play. 0-1 misses low, a ball and a strike. One run on 5 hits here in game 1 for the Harbor Hawks. 7 runs on 8 hits for the Gatemen. 1-1 fastball at the knees, 1-2. Mosley started the game in right field. Came into pitch the last 2 innings for the Harbor Hawks. 2 scoreless innings. The 1-2, ground ball towards second. Mathis scoops, goes to second for 1, and that's all they get. Wow, his momentum was carrying him toward first base. I thought he might just go to first, but credit to Mathis for flipping that to second quickly to get the lead runner.
The next batter for the Harper Hawks, the third baseman from Hartford.
And I guess in hindsight, that was the right decision, but I mean, you sacrificed the surefire out for one that was maybe a little iffy.
Chad Stevens replaces Sims at shortstop here in the 7th. First pitch curveball at the knees, 0-1 to Olson. So it was Stevens who made sure his foot was on the bag there, and he made the catch. Mosley off first. Olson chops one down the first baseline. Now will it stay fair? It will. Teeter steps on the bag as he picks up the ball. 2 down. Mosley moves to second. The Gatemen 1 out away from a victory. In steps the 9-hole, Rowdy Jordan.
The center field for Mississippi State, number 7, Rowdy Jordan.
This game just now hitting the 2-hour mark. Pretty smooth game. Palmer sets. First pitch. Curveball inside corner at the knees. 0-1. Jordan 0 for 2 here in game 1. Fouled out to Beaver, the catcher, and then grounded in to the double play in the 5th. The 0-1. Breaking ball on the outside corner, 0-2. That's been Palmer's best pitch today. The Harbor Hawks down to their final strike. The 0-2. Breaking ball chopped right back to Palmer on the mound. He gloves, throws to first a little low, but Teeter picks it out of the dirt, and that'll do it. Palmer gives up 1 hit in the 7th, but no runs once again for the Harbor Hawks. They leave a man on second base. Your final score here in game 1, Gatemen 7, Harbor Hawks 1. Wareham improved to 21-17-1 on the year. Now 3.5 games back of the Falmouth Commodores for first place. The Harbor Hawks fall to 7-31-1 on the season. And they have now lost 6 in a row and 12 at their last 13. Final thoughts from game 1, Jonah Karp.
I mean, another good offensive output for a team that was struggling on offense coming into yesterday, and this is what you have to do against Hyannis. Just string hits together, string runs together in the same inning, get yourself ahead, especially early in the game, and then shut the door. And the Gatemen had the right pitchers on the mound to do so today.
Final lines from game 1. Wareham 7 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 5 left on base. The Harbor Hawks 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, 5 left on base as well. It was 7 left on base for the Gatemen, 5 left in scoring position. Will Fleming gets the win for the Gatemen, his first victory of the season. He goes to 1-2. Landon Kelly takes the loss. He falls to 0-1 on this 2019 summer. The Gatemen improved to 21-17-1 in a game that lasted 2 hours and 1 minute. Okay, we're going to take a break for about a half hour or so. Game 2 will begin in 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how quickly these two teams can move. And we'll be back on the air in about a half hour for Game 2. The Gatemen win. We'll talk to you in a half hour from McKeon Park.